Annual global protein consumption is projected to push 1 billion metric tons by the year 2050. And currently, humans consume around 600 million tons of protein each year, with the vast majority of that coming from meat and seafood. Now, the sustainability of meat and seafood severely limits the possibility of a production increase from either of those protein sources. So, what has been dubbed alternative proteins are expected to make up the additional 300 million metric tons of protein supply. The alternative protein industry is largely in its infancy, but it's being driven by things like a rising prevalence in restrictive diets, an increased consumer focus on health and wellness and food safety. There are growing concerns for animal welfare, and perhaps most significantly, an increased awareness on carbon footprint and environmental sustainability. So food manufacturers have begun to increase the use of alternative proteins as ingredients in the foods they produce, especially in meat and dairy replacements. Whey and plant-based proteins like soy, pea, rice, wheat, etc. are most commonly used today in those foods. Peas, as an example, give food manufacturers a low-fat, low-cholesterol protein ingredient that is GMO-free, allergen-free, gluten-free, and lactose-free, making it a very label-friendly product that consumers will choose off the shelf. But we can also expect future foods to include proteins derived from other sources, such as insects, algae, microproteins from fungal biomass, and even synthetic biosources like cultured meats. But ultimately, all the alternative proteins will play a critical role as the planet transitions into sustainability-driven food security solutions.